is scary as hell. Right now it's sustaining probably about 140-mile-an-hour winds.
We have a long time to go.
Losing the tiles off the top of the roof.
We're gonna be very lucky tomorrow if we stay alive.
164 miles per hour is what the winds peaked out at the hurricane center. 164 miles per hour.
This is terrible. I wish I'd never go through this again. Next time
I don't understand how all these people are alive. You know, it just doesn't make any sense that these people didn't get killed.
And I looked up, and all I saw was the sky.
I don't see how they could have survived this.
The death toll from Hurricane Andrew is now up to 8.
We just never thought it would happen. I did.
On August 24th, 1992, Hurricane Andrew came ashore in South Florida, the first hurricane to actually strike that area in almost 30 years. As a reporter for WTVJ in Miami, I spent the worst part of the storm in a news car under an overpass with my colleague Steve Schneider. It was a terrifying night. Today, these dead trees are some of the only physical reminders that remain. But for those of us who lived through this storm, the memories linger. As we take a look back at Andrew, we also look forward to lessons learned and how those lessons have impacted the state of Florida and our country.
We went in the bathroom and we heard this thing like a train. Tack, 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 sounded just like a train.
The freight train inside the house, and it also sounded like, weird sounds like demons.
My children had seizures, all started having seizures. I had 2 and 3 children stop breathing, and I figured that it was because the barometric pressure must really be dropping.
I remember one of the windows breaking, even though we had storm shutters, and I remember thinking, gee, that's not supposed to happen.
About 4:45 in the morning, I heard these bells that I'd put on the front door just clanging and bing and banging.
I never heard sounds like that in all of my life.
The double door was just about ready to go.
I can remember saying, okay, friends, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a mattress off the bed, I want you to clean out your closet, and I want you to be ready. If this all goes really bad, then that's going to be your defense.
By the time he got up, it was shake, rattle, and roll in. And my husband kept saying, well, there go our roof.
Clearly, much difference between the damage here, here, and here. Yeah, it's incredible.
I've been in the helicopter many times, flying all over South Dade, and I did not recognize it as being our city. And we couldn't find landmarks.
I came down to the shop, and I didn't find anything there but the floor.
When Hurricane Andrew came along, I had been working here for over a decade already. And I've got to tell you, that first morning upon my return following the storm, I didn't recognize this place. It looked like God had come through here with a 25-mile weed whacker and chopped everything off.
You could not possibly fathom what it really was until you flew over and looked at it. It was so much bigger than you could even possibly imagine.
I said to everybody, let's go, we're gonna open the door. And when I opened that door, I could not believe what I saw. There was literally nothing standing. Everything that I worked my whole life for was gone. Gone in 6 hours. I don't know if I'll ever forget that moment.
Camille and Michael Giraldi, along with their 31 children, all but 2 with special needs, rode out the storm in their Kendall area home and survived. But what was to come proved to be the more difficult feat.
I can't believe You lost everything. You think it's going to be okay in 2 days. You know, and then the 2 days you realize your homes are condemned and the county's telling you have to leave. Well, where are you going to go? You know, and I had all these children. At the time we had like 31 children and they were all ours.
While their tight-knit family remained together during the storm, after the storm, everything changed.
When we started the reconstruction, I was down here and Camille was up in Boca with the children.
And every day you kept thinking, it's just going to get better. And then I would say it took me about 3 or 4 months to realize this is really bad. And this is going to take a very long time to rebuild. I would say for the next 2 years, our lives were in absolute turmoil. Absolute turmoil.
And it was awful, awful. I hope to never experience anything like that again.
When they cracked the tie beam, both sides of the house flew in, and had anybody been inside, it would have killed them dead.
For the Johnson family, the rebuilding process took much longer. In fact, we visited them in 1994, 2 years after the hurricane, and found them still living in a trailer.
We lived in the trailer from
1992
to 96.
1, 2, 3. It was 6 in that trailer with 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. In 4 years.
Like countless other South Florida families, the Johnsons were taken advantage of by dishonest contractors.
I thought we was going to have to do a new roof. And with the money that I obtained, I figured I would put an addition on, and that was it. But when the contractors came in, they took all the blocks from under the tie beam collapsed, and that's when my trouble started. My neighbor called me up and says, man, you got problems. Said, they just collapsed your house. These guys came in, they destroyed my house, left with my money, and left me holding the bag. It's been 10 years, and to this day, I'm still fighting with contractors.
Hurricane Andrew, 10 years after, is being brought to you by the Florida Department of Community Affairs.